Chosen one, before you settle in, let me say this clearly. This message is not accidental, and you are not listening to it by coincidence. If your spirit feels alert right now, if something in you feels seen, stirred, or awakened, it's because this is confirmation. This is part 2 of the story they never thought would be told. They tried to ruin your reputation. They tried to sabotage your path. They tried to play games with your name, your credibility, your future. But what they didn't see coming is this moment right here, where you are rising while they are falling. The joke is no longer subtle. The joke is on them, and the universe is making sure everyone sees it. They laughed when they thought you were finished. They whispered when they thought you couldn't hear. They planted narratives hoping they would stick, hoping your name would carry shame instead of strength. They moved pieces behind the scenes, blocked opportunities, distorted truth, and smiled in your face while undermining you in private. They convinced themselves they were winning because for a moment it looked like you were losing. But what they never understood is that chosen ones don't rise on the same timeline as everyone else. Your delays were never denials. Your silence was never weakness. Your isolation was never punishment. It was preparation. While they were busy watching you fall, something very different was happening beneath the surface. You were being fortified. You were being sharpened. You were being stripped of anything that could not come with you into the next season. The pressure you were under was not meant to crush you. It was meant to compress you into something unrecognizable to those who underestimated you. And now, as you begin to rise, they are the ones losing balance. They are the ones scrambling. They are the ones watching the ground beneath them crack. What's happening now is a reversal, and reversals are never quiet. The same people who felt powerful when they spoke against you now feel exposed by your growth. The same people who felt comfortable sabotaging you are now uncomfortable watching you succeed without their permission. The same people who thought your name was finished are now hearing it mentioned in rooms they will never enter. This is the moment where the truth becomes undeniable. You were never the problem. You were the threat. As you rise, you may notice something unsettling yet validating. Their lives are unraveling, not always publicly at first, but energetically, spiritually, and emotionally. Their confidence is slipping. Their narratives are collapsing. The alliances they formed to keep you down are turning on each other. The very tactics they used against you are now being used on them. This is not revenge. This is consequence. This is what happens when people build their foundation on manipulation instead of integrity. You see, while they were focused on controlling outcomes, you were surrendering to growth. While they were obsessed with perception, you were developing character. While they were invested in optics, you were investing in healing. That difference is everything. Because perception fades, but character compounds. Control eventually fails, but alignment always wins. And now the distance between you and them is becoming impossible to ignore. There was a time when it felt like they were ahead, like they had the upper hand, like they had the audience, the approval, the leverage. But what you're witnessing now is the cost of shortcuts. You're watching people who climbed using manipulation realize they don't know how to stand without it. You're watching people who relied on lies panic as truth catches up. You're watching people who sabotaged others discover they have no solid ground of their own. Falling doesn't always look dramatic. Sometimes it looks like stagnation. Sometimes it looks like inner collapse. Sometimes it looks like being stuck while watching the person you tried to destroy rise higher and higher. Chosen one, this is where you need to pause and recognize yourself. You didn't become bitter. You didn't become small. You didn't become what they accused you of being. You stayed true. You stayed disciplined. You stayed connected to your purpose even when no one clapped for you. And now that consistency is paying dividends, they cannot counterfeit. This is why you're rising. Not because you fought back, but because you stayed aligned. If this message resonates with you, if you can feel this truth landing in your spirit, take a moment right now and comment, "I am rising." Not for anyone else, but as a declaration to yourself. Words carry power, and when you speak your rise out loud, you align with it on every level. And as you do that, like this message, share it with someone who needs confirmation, subscribe to this channel, and turn on your notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. These messages are not random. They arrive right on time for those who are ready to ascend. As you rise, you'll notice something else. They are watching you more closely than ever, not because they support you, but because they're confused. They cannot understand how someone they tried to break is now so grounded, so confident, so unbothered. Your peace irritates them. Your clarity unsettles them. Your forward motion reminds them of everything they are not doing with their own lives. And instead of confronting themselves, they're left confronting the reality that you outgrew them. This is the stage where envy turns into regret, where arrogance turns into fear, where the people who once dismissed you now study you in silence. They won't apologize, they won't admit they were wrong, but their energy tells the truth. Their discomfort tells the truth. Their sudden interest in your life tells the truth. You don't need validation from them anymore because life itself is validating you. There was a version of you that would have wanted them to see you win, a version of you that wanted acknowledgement, closure, or an apology. But that version of you no longer exists. Rising changes your priorities. Growth changes your appetite. You're no longer interested in being understood by people who benefited from misunderstanding you. You're no longer waiting for recognition from people who tried to erase you. Your focus is forward, not backward. And here's the part they truly didn't anticipate. Your rise is not loud, but it is undeniable. You're not announcing every move, but your results are speaking for you. You're not explaining yourself, but the doors opening around you require no explanation. You're not chasing approval, but alignment is chasing you. This quiet power is what scares them the most, because it can't be sabotaged. As their world shrinks, yours expands. As their influence fades, yours strengthens. As they remain stuck replaying old narratives, you're creating a future they no longer have access to. This is what happens when you choose growth over gossip, healing over hatred, purpose over pride. This is what happens when you don't let sabotage turn you into something smaller than who you were meant to be. There is also a responsibility that comes with rising, and you are stepping into it now. You are becoming proof that survival is not the end goal, transformation is. That being attacked does not mean being defeated. That being misunderstood does not mean being misaligned. People are watching you even if you don't see them. Your resilience is giving others permission to rise too. Your courage is becoming someone else's confirmation. This is why supporting this channel matters. If these messages strengthen you, ground you, or remind you of who you are, consider contributing to the growth of this space through the Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. Every contribution, no matter the size, helps keep these messages flowing to the people who need them most. Energy flows where intention goes, and this community is built on intention, truth, and elevation. As you approach the next level, understand this clearly. Not everyone can come with you. Some people were only meant to meet you in the valley, not on the mountain. Some people were assigned to test you, not travel with you. Their falling is not your responsibility, and your rising does not require their permission. You are not abandoning them, you are obeying your calling. Toward the end of this season, you'll feel a deeper pull to reprogram your mind, your habits, and your inner dialogue. That's why I encourage you to check out the all-in-one transformation affirmations in the description. This is not just about motivation. It's about alignment. When your subconscious supports your rise, nothing can sabotage you again. You don't just want success, you want sustainability. You don't just want elevation, you want peace at the top. Chosen one, the joke is on them, but the victory is yours. They played games with your name, and now your name carries weight. They tried to sabotage your future, and now your future is accelerating. They thought they were writing your ending, but they were only triggering your beginning. You are rising, and this time, nothing and no one can pull you back down.